Hello guys, welcome to Motion Tutor and I am back with another After Effects very cool and very interesting tutorial. And in this tutorial I'm gonna be teach you how you can create this type of music visualizer inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugin. But we will use Video Copilot Saber free plugin, which is 100% free plugin for like creating the neon type of text animation, which is like the Saber plugin is 100% free. So I think it's not like the complex plugin. So if you don't know about the plugin, so I will give the plugin link in description so you can download it and install it, and the tutorial will be very fun. So watch till the end and I am sure you will learn something new today. So let's get started with the tutorial. So first of all, you need a music file which you want to create like visualizer. So then you can import your music file, and also you can import the background which you want to use like for the background image. So then you can click on this icon to create a new composition which will be 1920 by 1080 30 frames per second, and I am going with 30 seconds long for just a preview for teaching you. But you can make it like according to your song, how long your song or your music is, and then you can name it whatever you want and then click OK. And then first thing is to import your background image what you want. So I imported the picture here, you can see. Then you can drag it in your composition and right click on it and go to transform, and you can fit to comp width, and then it will be fit to comp it, and then you can right click on that and pre-comp it, and then click on move all attribute and name it BG, and then click OK. On this layer you can add a fast blur effect if you want. So I am using fast blur because I want this image to be blurry, not like the perfect. So like, and then click on repeat edge pixels, and then you can see now it's blurry and I like this effect. So then you can import your music and adjust it if you want. Now the music is ready to like play. So then you can create first of all new layer by pressing Ctrl Y and name this layer to audio spectrum. So you can name it whatever, or maybe you can name it audio spectrum. So I named it AS and go to effects and preset and let's search for audio spectrum, not spectrum. So then you can drag this on this layer, and then you can go to there and create like enable the title action shape, and then you can select the ellipse tool, the rectangle tool, not ellipse tool, and then you can select this layer which is audio spectrum, and then you can hold down the shift key and drag this to create a mask which will be like perfect rectangle from both sides. And then you can change the mode to none, and then you can adjust the mask into center of the like the your scene, and you can little bit down it according to your need. So I will make it something like this, and then you can select the mask like this, select the mask 2 points, and you can go right click on that and you can go to mask and path, mask and shape path, and here you can see the close button is checked, so you can uncheck it, and then you can double click on that and press shift and the left arrow key to align it, because we need just this part. So like you can see now we have a perfect rectangle in one side because we need this. And then you can go to this like this audio spectrum effect and select the mask 1 path, and then we will change the setting. So first of all you can change the frequency to 120 and the maximum band to 2000, and then you can select your music file here, and then you can see it's showing you what it's creating, and then the maximum height will be maybe 500 to 700 500 to 1000. So I will go with like 700 for this one, and the audio duration will be 180 and the audio offset will be -20 or maybe -25 according to your need, or maybe you can play with the all property to get the best result according to your need and what you want. So you can play with that because you have every property. You can experiment with this that and do a lot of good stuff, create some good stuff. So Then now it's looking okay to me. So now add a mirror effect on that. So you can type mirror here and add this effect there, and you can change the reflection center X value to 960. Then you can see now the both side had the effect, and then you can go to the auto spectrum effect and change the side option to side B, and now it's okay. And then you can go to project panel and create a new composition which will be 500 by 500, and the duration will be same, and you can name it logo or whatever you want. So logo, and then click OK, and here you can create a new solid layer by pressing Ctrl Y, and you can add a ramp effect if you want, or maybe you can add a picture also here. So you can add a picture if you have, or maybe you can use a gradient ramp effect to color it. So you can adjust the color, and then you can drag your logo there, and you can scale it down to adjust the scale. So I think here the scale is okay, and if you want to change your logo color, so you can add a fill effect on your logo layer, and you can change the color if you want. And then you can just drag this comb, which is our logo comb which we created now, and you can drag it on your main composition, and then you can see it's something like this, and the color is, or like the sky, the color of this gradient is like blue. So you can also change the audio spectrum color to something like bluish. So you can just select the both color, and you can also play with this hue, like the interpolation, so it will be make like more like the hue colors which will be like automatically generate. So I recommend you to change the property around according to like something like 15, like 10 to 25%, or maybe if you like high value, so you are free to go with. And now we have something like this. So now you can see it's looking very cool, and then you can select your music layer, and then you can right click there and pre-comp it, and click on move all attribute and change the name to music, and then click OK, and you can hide it because there is no layer which we want to see, we just need the music. And then you can select your logo and your audio spectrum layer, and right click on it and pre-comp it, and you can change the name if you want, and then you can go to this comp. So you can see it automatically duplicate the music comp there. So now add a transform effect on it, and then hold the alt key and click on this scale stopwatch, and then press double E to see the expression box only, and then you can right click on your music composition and go to keyframe assistant and convert audio to keyframes, and then press U and delete the left and right keyframe channel. We only want this both channels keyframe, and then you can go to this, click on this expression box and type here value and space, and then add plus, and then the parentheses, and then the select pick whip and drag on the slider, and then add one more right bracket, and then one space, and then the slash, and then you can type here 10. So now it has little bit like the, like you can see the scale animation, and if you want more scale animation, so you can type here 5. So now you can see 17, and if you want more, so you can like decrease the last value of the expression. So you can see. And now create a new solid layer again, and you can name it particle or whatever you want, and then add a CC particle world effect there, and you can drag it there, and you can solo it for now. Go to the property and disable the all, uncheck the all checks, and then change the longevity to 4, and go to produce and change the all property to 0 0 0, and go to physics 0 and 0 here, and go to particles and type like change the particle types to lens convex, and the butt size will be 0.03, and Ctrl A and Ctrl C for copying and Ctrl V to paste it on that size also, and the max opacity will be 100. And then go to the extra and if camera effect and hold the Alt key and click on this stopwatch, and here you can copy the same expression which we pasted on our pre-comp scale. Select it and press Ctrl C to copy it and paste this on your rotation Y, which is the particle camera effect, and press Ctrl V, and here you can change the last value to 10, and you can hold the Alt key and click on this Z rotation stopwatch and press Ctrl V to paste the same expression here, but in this time the last value will be 30. Now add a fill effect on this particle layer, so you can add a fill effect here and change the color to white, and now you can see if I play this, so then you can go to this like producer, and here you can change the Y value, so it will be then comes from up little bit, like you can change the position of this thing, so you can see now it's coming from up. And now unsolo the layer, and then now you can like deselect all layers and select the pen tool and click on there, like click on there and hold the shift key and click there, and then you can see it will be create the straight line if you like holding shift, and then you can select the layer and select the selection tool, which is this, and then you can change if you want to change the name, so you can change the name it, and also you can align this into center and press Ctrl Alt Home to center the like the anchor point on in the center, and then you can go to this property content shape 1 and you can select the shape 1 and duplicate it, and go to the shape 1 transform property and change the opacity to 25%, and then you can go to effects and expression control and add a color control there, and you can change the like the both shape the stroke like the stroke line caps to round caps, and then the second one which we duplicate the shape, this is shape 2, so go to the stroke and here you can see the color, and here you can see the stopwatch, hold the Alt key and click on this stopwatch, and then equip to this color controller which we added now. So now we can control this color with this controller, and you can add now the trim path effect there, so you can drag this trim path effect in shape 2. So then go to the trim path property and go to your first frame and change the end value to 0, and go to your last frame of your like music or your song what you are making, go to your last frame of your composition and change the value to 100, and then now it's okay. And now you can change this color to by pressing just by changing by just this controller, so like you can see, so you can see now we have this timer line which you can set, and then for the time countdown, so you can select your text and type here 00 and points and 00 again, and then you can go press W to see the source text and hold the Alt key and click on this stopwatch, and I will give you this expression in video description, so you can copy this expression, so it will be from this thing, so you can copy it. But firstly you can add a slider control here, so you can go to effect and expression control and add a slider control or on your text layer. It is very important, otherwise the expression will be doesn't work, and then you can press Ctrl V to paste the expression, and then you can hold the Alt key and click on this slider property, so then you can type the second expression which has matte dot floor and the time, so you can just paste it there. So now you can see, so now it will be moving with your time, so you are free to choose any font, any like thing which you like. So I will go with regular italic. You can adjust the timer also, and now it's time to add your title of your song, so you can select the text tool and type your text, and you can adjust your text. And you can see the background is too much bright because I don't need as much bright is it. So you can also add one more effect I will tell you, which is exposure. So you can add an exposure effect on this background layer and change the exposure value to -1, and then it will be more darker, which I need. And then we have our text. So then you can change the text like mode to overlay. So now you have something like this. If you don't see the mode option, so you can click on this toggle switches or press F4 to see this mode option. And if you want to go with normal, so you can go with normal, and then you can create a new layer which will be our saber layer. And if you don't know what the saber is, so saber is basically 100% free After Effects plugin. So I will put the saber plugin link so you can download it and install it if you want. Otherwise the text is also looking good without the saber plugin. If you don't want to like have time to install it, so you can don't use it. It's also looking very cool without it, and it's depending on you. So I will show you how you can adjust it. And firstly go to add a saber effect on your layer and change the mode to composite setting to transparent, and go to customize core and select text layer and select your text layer, which is our this layer. And you can see here you have a lots of property to play with. So I am going with this neon preset and change the intensity to 50, and the core size will be 1.5 and the start size will be 35. And now you can see it's looking something like this. So you can little bit adjust it. It will be also 35 I think. Okay, and you can adjust the color. I think okay, it's looking cool. And then you can hold the alt key and click on this stopwatch, and here you can type time multiply by 150. I think 150 will be okay, or maybe you can go with 250 if you want. So now you can see it's going with this. And you can also move your this composition little bit up. So you can press P and change the position little bit up. So I think here it's okay. And then you can select your saber layer and change the offset value to maybe 50%. And now you have something like this. And then you can hold the alt key and click on this and offset stopwatch, and here you can copy the expression from your main composition, which is the value plus the amplitude keyframe. So like you can copy this expression and paste it on there. And here now you can type the property. It is like only you can delete it. So here you can see the RAM preview is done and it's looking very cool to me, and I hope it's also looking cool to you. And one thing I missed, which is the glow effect. So you can go to this comp and here you can add a glow effect on it, and you can change the glow property to maybe 100 here, 100, and it will be -5. And you can play with this glow property according to your need. You can make it high, you can make it low, how you want. And if you don't want, you can don't add it, and if you want, so you can add it. And one more thing, here you can see it's like the cut point here. If I make it to full resolution, so you can see it's not make it perfectly because of this mask path. So you can select the two mask by holding shift, and then you can press the right arrow key to make it large. So then you can see the little bit gap here, which is now fixed. And now it's done, everything is done. Guys, that's it for today, and I hope this tutorial will be helpful for you. And I think I covered everything, but if I missed something, so you are free to tell me in comment section and I will reply to everyone. And guys, feel free to like and subscribe. And I am deciding to make my Patreon page, and if you want to support me, so you can go to my Patreon page. I will put the link in description, so you can support me on Patreon if you have. But I have only 200 subscribers, so it's not too much, but if you want to support me, so you can go to my Patreon page. And if you don't have like money to support me, so you can just like and subscribe. And thank you so much guys for watching, and I think I covered everything. about this tutorial. But if I missed something, tell me in comment section, leave a like. Tell me in comment section, leave a like. Again, I am repeating the same thing. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I will be continuing in the next tutorial. Bye bye.